Welcome to day 3 of our Yoga for Runners series. If you're new here and would like to start from day 1, please check out the link in the description below. Today I'll be guiding you through our first full Vinyasa class. The reason I like Vinyasa for Runners is it's really versatile. You can really tailor the classes to your needs and get a lot of benefits in a short space of time. It's a flow style class and it'll be more dynamic than our previous 2 days. It should raise your heart rate and get your body nice and warm. We'll be working on developing full body strength, flexibility and balance, so it's a great one to do for injury prevention and improving your posture and form. We'll also be pairing movement with breath, which should help you to be mindful and hopefully improve your overall mental well-being. I'll see you on the mat. We'll begin today seated in the center of our mats in any way that is comfortable for you, either cross-legged or on your knees, or maybe on a block. Slowly begin to roll out your neck, moving in one direction, and then reverse. Come back to center. Inhale and reach up, bring your palms together. Exhale as you reach your right fingertips down to your mat. Left arm reaches up past your left ear over to your right. Gaze up past your left tricep. You should feel this in your left side. Try to breathe space into it. On an inhale, return to center, palms touch overhead. Exhale, reach your left fingertips down. Right arm reaches up and over. Lift your gaze. Inhale, return to center, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Make your way to the back of your mat on your knees. We're going to find a toe squat. This is my favorite stretch for the feet and ankles, but it can feel quite intense. Tuck your toes underneath you and sit up tall on your heels. If you need to take a break, you can bring your weight forward onto your hands for a moment. Relax your face and your shoulders, and maybe circle out the wrists while you're here. Come forward onto your hands and release your toes. Gently tap the tops of your feet on your mat, bringing back the circulation. And then tuck your toes, spread your fingers, and push back to downward facing dog. Root down firmly into your hands as your tailbone reaches up. Feel your spine lengthening, creating space between your vertebrae. Knees can be bent or straight. Or maybe walk it out, bending one knee at a time, moving with your breath. Find stillness. And then lower your knees down to your mat and sink your hips back to child's pose. Your arms can be extended out long, or you can bring them by your sides if you'd prefer. Breathe here, noticing the rise and fall of your body. And then make your way up to tabletop. Joints are stacked, back is flat. Draw your lower belly in. We're going to take a modified version of a Vinyasa like we've done in our previous 2 classes. So it'll be knees, chest, chin, followed by cobra, and then we'll push back to our child's pose. Keep your elbows tucked in, inhale, and exhale, knees, chest, chin, press down into your palms and inhale, lift your upper body up into your cobra. Keep your elbows bent and legs active, Exhale as you lower down and push back to child's pose. Roll back up to your tabletop. We're going to take another Vinyasa. There's the option to take knees, chest, chin and cobra again, but this time with downward facing dog instead of child's pose. Or if you'd like to try a slightly more difficult version, then you can follow me. First, come up into your high plank. Shoulders are stacked over your wrists, keep everything engaged. We're going to find Chaturanga Dandasana, followed by upward facing dog. So take a deep inhale here, and then exhale. Shift forward to the tips of your toes, your shoulders come past your wrists, bend your elbows and squeeze them into your body. Roll over your toes or untuck them one at a time. Inhale as you open your chest towards the sky and straighten your arms. Lift your gaze slightly. Keep your legs engaged and drop your hips, but make sure to keep everything lifted off your mat except for your hands and feet. On an exhale, roll over your toes and lift your hips, making your way to downward facing dog. Breathe here. We'll be taking a couple more Vinyasas today. Please feel free to take whichever version you like. I'll continue to demonstrate both options by alternating between the two. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Knee is bent and stacked over your ankle. Inhale as you reach your arms up to the sky, high lunge. Hips are parallel to the top of your mat. If it feels better for your back and shoulders, there's also the option to bring your hands to your heart. On an exhale, plant your fingertips down, framing your front foot. Straighten into your right leg to whatever degree is comfortable, and fold forwards. Keep your hips square by actively drawing your right hip back and your left hip forward. On your next inhale, bend back into your right knee and keep your fingertips planted. Runner's lunge. Bring your weight into your front foot and with control, step your left foot forward to meet your right at the top of your mat. Keep a generous bend in your knees, and then slowly roll your way up to standing. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to find our first balance of the series, tree pose. Shift your weight into your right foot and lift your left foot off the ground. Grab hold of your left ankle and place the sole of your foot on your inner right thigh. Allow the knee to drift out to the side. Another option is to place the foot below your right knee. Just be sure to avoid putting any pressure on the joints. Hand options are, you can either keep hold of your ankle with your left hand and bring your right hand to heart. You can bring both hands to heart, or you can reach both arms up above your head. Gaze softly at a point in front of you to help keep your balance. We call this our drishti point. With control, slowly lower your left foot down to meet your right and find Tadasana. Inhale and reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward from your hips, bending your knees if needed. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to plank. Take Vinyasa, either knees, chest, chin or Chaturanga. Inhale for Cobra or Upward Facing Dog. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Take 4 deep breaths here, in and out through your nose. Step your left foot forward between your hands, knee is bent and stacked over your ankle. Inhale as you reach your arms up to the sky, high lunge. Hips are parallel to the top of your mat. If you prefer, you can bring your hands to heart. On an exhale, plant your fingertips down, framing your front foot. Straighten into your left leg to whatever degree is comfortable and fold forwards. Keep your hips square by actively drawing your left hip back and your right hip forward. On an inhale, keep your fingertips planted as you bend into your left knee. Runner's lunge. Bring your weight into your front foot and step your right foot forward to meet your left at the top of your mat. Keep a generous bend in your knees and then slowly roll up to standing. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to find our tree pose on the other side. Shift your weight into your left foot and lift your right foot off the ground. Place the sole of your foot on your inner thigh or shin with your toes pointing down. Take whichever hand option you like and find your drishti point. With control, slowly lower your right foot down to meet your left and find Tadasana. Inhale and reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forwards from your hips for your Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to plank for your Vinyasa. Either take knees, chest, chin or Chaturanga. Inhale for Cobra or Upward Facing Dog. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Slowly walk your feet forward and find a comfortable seated position in the middle of your mat. Our next asana is going to be butterfly. This is a great hip opener. Sit up tall and bring the soles of your feet to touch, allowing your knees to fall away from each other towards the ground. If you'd like a deeper stretch, you can bring your heels closer towards your body, or for less sensation, you can move them further away. You can stay here, or if you'd like to go one step further, inhale and grow taller. Exhale and fold forwards. Try to completely relax your upper body, arms, neck and head. Again, we're not forcing anything here. We're just looking for a light stretch. If you're feeling anything more, you may need to back off slightly. Slowly roll up to seated. Plant your feet down and drop your knees from side to side in a windscreen wiper motion, bringing back the circulation. Come back to center. Extend both arms out in front of you and inhale. And then exhale as you lower with control all the way down to your back. We're going to find a gentle back bend, bridge. Keep your knees bent with your feet planted. Heels are close to your sit bones and about hip distance apart. Arms can rest down on your mat by your sides. Press down firmly into your feet and upper back, and inhale as you slowly lift your hips off your mat and up to the sky. Lightly squeeze your knees in to stop them from splaying out and keep them in line with your hips. Engage your legs and glutes. If you like, you can bring your shoulders further underneath you and clasp your hands. Keep actively pressing your hips up for a couple more breaths. And then unclasp your hands and exhale as you slowly lower all the way back down. Draw both knees into your chest, giving yourself a big hug. Maybe add a gentle rock from side to side. Bring your toes back down to your mat. Extend your right arm out to the side with your palm facing up. Use your left hand to slowly guide your knees over to your left, coming into a twist. Gaze towards your right fingertips. Return to center and switch sides. Left arm extends out wide. Use your right hand to guide your knees over to your right. Gaze towards your left fingertips. Slowly come back to center. And then extend both arms and legs out long for our final resting pose, Shavasana. Allow your entire body to relax. Your feet can fall out to the sides. Maybe close your eyes. Most Vinyasa classes will end with a Shavasana. This is a really important part of the class, so try not to skip. It allows time for you to integrate the benefits from your practice and can help to release any remaining stress or tension. It also resets the body by lowering your temperature, calming your nervous system, and allowing time to return to a natural breath before continuing with your day. Relax your forehead. Unclench your jaw. Soften your eyes and your tongue. Let all of your muscles relax. And feel yourself sink deeper into your mat with each exhale. Let go of any thoughts. I'll call you back shortly. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe stretch out long. And then make your way over to a fetal position. Pause here for a moment. And then push your way up to a comfortable seated position. Blink your eyes open if you haven't done so already. On an inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Thank you so much for joining me. Our next class is going to be in the style of Power Vinyasa, so similar to our Vinyasa flow today, but there'll be more of a strength focus. We'll be concentrating on strengthening the lower legs in particular to improve ankle stability, and also the core, which should help you to maintain good running form. I'll see you tomorrow. If you enjoyed this class, it would really help me out if you liked and subscribed. Thank you so much.